Hello everybody and welcome back to the Daily Dunk Shot, brought to you by Cadillac of New Orleans. Well, it's Friday, thank God it's Friday, and you know what that means, the first Fearless football forecast of the 2015 season. I've done all my preparation, all my research, and I'm ready to go give you my winners for the first weekend of college football. We'll get to the NFL next week when they start playing for real. All right, let's start off down in Baton Rouge. It should be a cakewalk for the LSU Tigers, playing in-state rival. I don't even know if you can call it a rival. Can we call it that? The McNeese State Cowboys, right down the highway in Lake Charles, come down to play the LSU Tigers at Tiger Stadium. Only the second time these two programs have met, despite their proximity, and the difference in levels will be apparent in this football game. Look, McNeese State has a good program. They've been good for a long time in the FCS level, and they will challenge for the Southland Conference title this year. But they're simply going to be overmatched against LSU. There is no line on this game because of the different divisions, but LSU can name the score in this one. Normally, if you were McNeese State, you would hope that this game occurred during the season, maybe in the heart of the SEC schedule, and you might catch the Tigers looking ahead or having a letdown from a big game. That's not going to be the case in the season debut. It's going to be a huge crowd, lots of anticipation for the LSU Tigers this season. So they're going to get the Tigers' best shot, and the only suspense in this one is going to be if Mike the Tiger actually comes to the game. LSU officials are going to try and bring him out in his cage. You know, he was a little reticent last year, wanted to stay home, and didn't come to the game. So I'm going to be watching to see if Mike the Tiger shows up. Otherwise, I'll probably be writing my game column midway through the third quarter because this one should be over early. Okay, let's look around the nation. We got some SEC games I want to talk about. And I am very bullish on the Texas A&M Aggies this year, more so than most pundits across the country. I think they're going to be a team to watch, a sleeper team in the SEC West. They've got a big game right off the bat on Saturday in Houston against Arizona State, another top 25 type team. Arizona State comes in as 3.5-point underdogs. They've got a very good team, but I love A&M in this game. Let's face it, it's in Houston. That's not very far away from College Station. It's basically a home game for the Aggies. I think the Aggies roll in this one and send notice to everybody across the country that they're going to be a force this season. Take the Aggies, lay the 3.5. Okay, going up to my home state, the Bluegrass State of Kentucky. Kentucky Wildcats taking on the UL Lafayette Raging Cajuns. And this one, I couldn't believe the line when I saw it. Kentucky's a 17.5-point favorite. I know that the Raging Cajuns are going to be a little down, at least early this year. Mark Hudspeth's team's got a lot of people to replace, but I love the Raging Cajuns in this one. Kentucky has really struggled out of conference. They've been beaten by Western Kentucky the last couple of years, and I like the Cajuns to keep this one close. I don't know if they'll win the game outright, but I think they very well could. They're used to winning. They're a winning program. If they're close in this game in the fourth quarter, I like the Cajuns to pull off the upset regardless. I like them in this game getting the 17.5 points. Seems crazy to me. And, of course, I've got to talk about my alma mater. The Louisville Cardinals are playing a huge game on Saturday afternoon in the Georgia Dome against the Auburn Tigers. Auburn now is the trendy pick to win the SEC West this year. They've got a lot of talent coming back. This quarterback, Jeremy Johnson, already projected as a first or second team All-SEC quarterback. Seems crazy to me. He hasn't played hardly at all. But the hype around Jeremy Johnson is real. Auburn's a more talented team, but don't sleep on the Louisville Cardinals. Their defense is fortified with a lot of big-time transfers. Devontae Fields from TCU, the former Big 12 Freshman of the Year. You also have Josh Harvey Clemens and Shaq Wiggins, two starters from Georgia coming into the secondary. They lost a lot of talent in Louisville last year, 10 players in the NFL draft, but they've replaced them with NFL draft prospects, especially on the defensive side. I don't know if they can hold up to Auburn over the course of 4 quarters. They probably will get worn down for lack of depth. They're 11-point underdogs right now. I think that's about right. But what I do like in this game is the under. It's 58. The total is 58. You've got Auburn breaking in a new quarterback and Louisville's defense. I think that's a combination to keep this game in the 20s. So I like the under in that game. And I don't know if my Cardinals could pull it off or not, but I'll sure be rooting for them before I head down to Baton Rouge on Saturday. All right, that's it for the Fearless Football Forecast. Thanks for joining me here at the Dunk Shot, and everybody have a great weekend.